In this video, we are going to talk about the examples of the Pythagorean theorem. So let's look at the example. So our example is find the length of the missing side of the triangle ABC if triangle ABC is right angle at C. And as you can see, triangle ABC is given and the sides of the triangle is given as 5, 13, and then we have one side missing, which is x. So what we need to do, we need to find the missing side of the triangle, which is basically x. And as you can see, the triangle is right angle at C. So the side opposite to right angle, C, is basically the longest side. So what I'm going to do, I am going to draw a square at the longest side of the triangle ABC. So this is my square, and if I draw the square, if you remember, all the sides of the square are same, so all the sides will be 13 each, so all the sides of the square is 13. So if I want to find the area of this square, what I can do? I can use the formula which is basically what? Area of a square is, I'm going to write it here, area of a square is basically side times side. So the side length for this square is 13. So if I want to find the area of this square, I will write 13 times 13, and as you guys know, 13 times 13 is what? 169. So basically, the area of this square will be 169 square unit. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider my second side that is given as 5. So what I will do, I will draw a square at that side. So let's draw the square, and this is my square. Let's pretend this is a square. So if one side is 5, all other sides of this square will be what? 5 each. And if I follow the formula right here, side times side, I will write what? 5 times 5. And we know that 5 times 5 is what? 25. The area of this square is basically 25 square unit. As you can see, the third side of the triangle is not given. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a square at the third side of the triangle. So let's draw a square at the unknown side of the triangle. So let's pretend this is a square, and as you can see, one side of the square is x. So all the sides will be what? X. So we need to find the area of the square. So as you know, the area is side times side. So I'm writing x times x. And we all know that x times x is what? X squared. So the area of this square is basically x squared. Now let's talk about the Pythagorean theorem. So if you remember, if a triangle is right triangle, then according to the Pythagorean theorem, we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and as you can see, the side opposite to a is right here is a, so this will be my a, side opposite to b is my b, and side opposite to c is my c. So basically my a squared is 25 because side times side is the area, so I can write a squared as 25 units plus my b squared is the area of that square, so I write x squared that is equal to the area of the third square is 169, which is basically c squared. So I'll write 169. Now we need to simplify this. So what I'm going to do, in order to simplify this, I'm going to subtract 25 from both sides. And if I subtract 25 from both sides, this 25 will be cancelled out. And I have only x squared left. So I'll write x squared is equal to 9 minus 5 is 4. And 6 minus 2 is again 4. And I have one remainder left, so I will bring that down. Now, as you can see, I want to find the value of x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the square root on both sides. So the square root of x squared is x, that is equal to, and the square root of 144 is, we know that is 12. So as you can see, the length of the missing side of the square is 12. So my answer will be length of missing side x is equal to what? 12. And this is how we will use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the missing side of the triangle.